Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 3. I'm thinking the next point now is the Leviathan DLC, which means we're going to Dr. Bryson's lab. Okay. As far as I recall, there are a couple of lootables out here.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress
And that'd be Dr. Bryson.
Yes, sir.
I'm Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Okay.
It's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence.
Clearly you
Reaper
haven't met the
motives or
Council.
Operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
Yep.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Do you have something in mind?
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
Wake the fuck up, ship. Oh, okay. Oh. Nope.
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, EDI. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark.
Listen, he was indoctrinated. We all know it.
Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do
Not
that!
exactly.
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Yep.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something.
Give me the brief.
About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Yep.
Exactly. That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves.
Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
I see Bryson's point. Anything capable of bringing a Reaper down is worth finding.
Despite the potential dangers it could pose, I would agree.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Desperate times, desperate
Bryson's
measures.
assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Okay.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Okay. But oh, can't leave this office. Well. But do we have data though?
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Thank you. I can have a look around. Yes, please. Yes, please. I think there's one last over here. Yep.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
At the moment.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, EDI?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the galaxy map program.
Oh. Cool.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source.
Okay.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. EDI, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding the search filter now.
The Thorian. Okay.
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
This appears to be encrypted data on Reaper fleet activity.
You think it's relevant?
Possibly. But it is impossible to say without more data. And the decryption key.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart. By Anne
That he did.
Bryson, age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis. But I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
Oh, come on. She was 9.
Your request.
Don't be like that.
Clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council.
And that's when they found it, I assume.
Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. Unconcerned, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there. Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
This. Talk about that system a lot.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Cool.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
And let's see what secrets you're hiding.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Adding it now.
Okay. Reaper activities.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Doing so now.
If that was relevant, it would almost mean there would be a Leviathan on the Citadel, and that doesn't really make sense.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Of course.
Okay, so ESO
Element 0 deposits.
has to be one of them.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
I want to narrow the search. Reaper activities. Creature sightings. Blackout crimes.
Alien sightings.
Okay.
3 possibilities.
Reaper activities.
Reaper activity.
What does it say?
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Let us go to the Normandy. I love the eerie music. It's super atmospheric.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Always do. No Spectre stuff. Okay, not that interesting. That's where we want to go. Okay, the fuel, I can get that on my way back. Let's just have a look around before we go. Maybe we'll find something interesting. Maybe we won't. It's all just gonna be in the news system. Yeah, probably is.
I found something.
Okay, that's fuel.
We have located Garneau.
Yeah, hold on. I think the math tracks because we should be at 80% now and there's still fuel left back in the main system. Let's get down there. I don't know, EDI and Javik maybe? That'd be an interesting combo. No. God damn it.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read EDI's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we know anything more about this Leviathan?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But it is Garneau, Dr. Bryson's associate, that we are looking for.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Agreed.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
And a
Bryson
couple
said
of
they
them,
were
it
shadowing
seems.
his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I guess Reaper activity means we're getting close. On the right track. And I forgot to mod my... Okay.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and...
And I still have that
Keep me
installed.
updated
Okay.
on the Reaper
Just wanted to
situation.
see if it works.
Yes, Commander.
So what I actually wanted to do is change to this one. Ammo capacity. Melee damage. Power recharge. Okay. I also forgot to mod this again. Let's just do that. Okay. What the hell is that sound? It's not shooting, is it? Oh, are the asteroid collisions? Is that what I can hear? Yeah, it is.
Scouting party.
Come on. Are you kidding? What am I supposed to do against this? Maybe I just shouldn't start shooting at them while I'm still up here. Okay, do I have the right thing? Yeah, it has the muscle on it.
Scouting party.
All work by the Doctor.
Get him. This thing's so much fun. Did I even upgrade it yet? Don't think I did. Open sesame. Works every time. Oh, loading screen.
TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
They should be panicked.
They look pretty calm.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be... Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
This is just like talking to 2013 AI.
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
Okay.
And now, we're done. Step away. Step away. You don't belong here.
Commander, something is wrong here.
Let's look around. Careful.
You can't be in here.
What you gonna do about it?
I will call security.
Oh no, please don't.
He was living in the ducts.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works.
Safe. Locked up. Can't hurt us now.
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression.
The people seem fearful. It is difficult to determine why.
We should repair the elevator.
Yep.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
So in this blue area, I'm guessing.
Repairs initiated.
Okay.
mentioned the Dr. Garneau. Why are they lying about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
Which way are we supposed to go? Okay. Oh, right, it all just leads to the same area.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Okay. Hey there.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
I see a trend among the miners. They appear to be doing everything but mining.
Yep. Quirky lot. Give him that.
Estimating 60 days for complete global salvation.
The terrain threshold before flexibility is too high.
Oh.
What if the pain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
Oh, what? Okay, what's this now?
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Open, please.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah. I'm getting that feeling.
High velocity barrel. Data pad.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garneau. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's
An
where I'll be.
artifact?
If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garneau out.
So, he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes. Just input it at the security terminal.
Oh. Nope. That's just a video tour. Who cares?
You shouldn't be here.
You keep saying.
Personnel ID.
Just what I needed. So let's get back to the terminal. Could pick up that thing, right? Yeah, I can just read it again. Let's start with this one. Don't worry about it. I'm after something else right now.
Restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
Pistol ultralight materials. Not really that much in here then. Okay, back to the terminal.
Punch in Garneau's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
A ship dropped him off a week ago.
It appears he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
This Garneau human was headed to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the medbay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The medbay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I have the file number.
Stop turning your head like that. Freaks me out. Did we get everything here? Think so. Oh.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
Is that Garneau?
It is difficult to tell. Dead humans all look alike.
A bit of light would make it
You
easier.
are looking for Garneau. You have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
What of the artifact you spoke of in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you up. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
Oh boy.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't believe we are speaking to Garneau.
Very perceptive.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
Get him. Well, damn it. Come on. Open. Please.
Someone has cut the power.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be.
There he goes.
Leave this place.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route.
Already on it.
Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
The map
Got Reaper for
service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
I am noticing a pattern. Despite the law of averages, we never find the Reapers moving in a direction away from us.
Well, the law of averages doesn't really apply if there's an underlying cause. Are those just shields we can hear? Or what the hell is that sound? Oh, street. Okay, whatever that means.
There he goes.
Watch our flank.
Come on. Oh. Did we get him? Get him.
There's the door.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
Hold on. Cranial trauma system.
What was that?
Looks like the door's power supply has been cut.
The trouble spots are out there. This drone can repair it.
We'll need to escort it.
Unfortunately, the drone is damaged and is on reserve power.
Let's make it quick then.
So we gotta escort it. Where?
One repair done. One to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood. Stay close to the drone.
Got it.
Commander, we still need to escort that drone.
What?
You need to be closer to the drone.
What? Where? Oh. Ow. Man, and it's just taking the worst route ever.
The drone is running low on power.
I hear you. I'm on it.
Got him. Are the repairs coming along?
Let's
59, almost
Door should
there.
be online.
Let's get in there.
The darkness can't reach.
The artifact.
Like in Bryson's office.
Are we gonna help?
Move! I've got a shot.
Turn back.
Garneau!
I suppose we were warned.
Damn it.
Shepard, over here.
What have you got?
That was not Garneau. This is. It appears he's been dead for a while.
So, Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh.
Useful.
Anything else useful?
Encrypted data, and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Ann Bryson.
Ann Bryson?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. Are you all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here? How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember it just seemed cold. I remember a feeling cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
Do you recognize this man?
Oh, already asked that.
Someone.
There it is.
How is that possible?
That artifact. Do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper? What's a Reaper?
What year do you think this is?
2176.
Not quite.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
These people are unaware of the past 10 years. Many things will shock them.
Yeah, things have changed.
It now seems Leviathan not only has the power to destroy a Reaper, but possesses an indoctrination ability.
What if it is a Reaper?
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has
True.
it been out here? And more importantly, why? EDI, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, their power and danger are clear.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
So what's the next step? Do we have to go back? Citadel Leviathan. Yep, return to Dr. Bryson's lab. Okay. Oh, gotta get the fuel. Okay, that's a good chunk. Now back to the Citadel. And we do like this. Then we can have direct transport. Yep. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to
I
kill
guess
me.
that's what attracted the Reapers to the mining facility.
Itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
I'd hope so, they're the experts. Data file. Very Catley, that's the assistant.
We're testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing.
Anything interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Okay.
EDI, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, EDI.
Oh. Then, no.
There's gotta be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look. Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Come on, you're no fun. Okay, new messages. Think it's guessing the datapad here.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
We're gonna search for clues. We all know it. Hello?
Can you identify this, EDI?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
In other words, useless.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do. Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Okay.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications. There are specifications for several ships here. We need to find the Icarus.
Nick, I'm not even gonna try and butcher that name. Oh. Well, let's just have a look around.
Which ship am I looking for again?
The Icarus.
Yeah, that ain't
We
it.
are looking for the Icarus.
Nah, that couldn't be it.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system. What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attica Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best.
Alright, so in other words, we don't care.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Access card, you say? Like this?
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab.
That is a mod.
Didn't take breathing masks. Didn't need an environmental suit.
Okay, that tells us a lot about the planet environment.
Water recycling equipment.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems.
And based on this?
Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Let's return to the Normandy. Oh my god, there's something I forgot. Gotta go talk to Miranda before we do anything else. Then I want to go upgrade, and then I want to maybe have a look if anyone wants to talk. Okay. High risk of civilian casualties. Medium risk, okay. Let's do that.
Commander Shepard.
Got anything with the terminal? Nope. Shuttle bay. Use that quite a bit. If I upgrade it, I should probably just save money for that actually. That it really matters. Harriet's Emporium. Well, I can't go to I actually wish you were able to go to Omega. I really, really do. I mean, they had it anyway. We saw that when we attacked the... No. That's not... I don't remember what it's called, the Arias place in Omega. But you know what I mean. They clearly had it fully rendered. You just needed a little bit of adjustment. You would have had a habitable Omega, I think. But anyway. James, just over here.
What can I do for you?
He's not really super interested in talking.
Sure.
How about Jarvik? Nah. And does never want to talk anyway. Or whatever the news lady is called. Oh, there we go.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship, its crew, There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
I was gonna say you can relate.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. Are they the reason you wish to continue living?
Kind of. I mean, someone's gotta stop him, and as long as somebody is alive to survive, I'd say it's worth fighting for. I think he's trying to test my, let's say, external versus internal motivation. Would I be able to keep going if I didn't have anyone around me to fight for, as it were? Or is my resolve enough for me to get the job done? And I'd probably say even if they weren't here, I'd still be fighting.
I care about them, but any of them could die on any given day. The only thing I know for certain is that everyone dies if we don't win this war.
Better to keep the world at a distance.
Which you seem to do quite well, Javik. What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier, Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon? How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone, but so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
I think I'd say that kind of depends on how healthy your process is. If you're just gonna obsess over the fact they're dead, probably not. But if you can appreciate the time you had with them, probably yes. It really depends on how you process it more than what it is in itself.
If I had something like this, seeing Earth again, whole, with everyone still alive, that would be worth the pain.
So that's maybe you could have that again someday. Something to aspire for.
Before the Reapers, the stars belonged to us. Civilization flourished. There was the Quasar Fortress of the Tarandi Vale, the ice canals of Judar IV, the palisades of the Verome Angelic. It was magnificent. But then...
What is it?
The Reapers attacked.
Planet by planet, we were extinguished. We fought back.
Are you okay?
That's intense.
I once commanded a ship like this one. A loyal crew with many friends. Was captured. Only I escaped.
What happened to them?
Indoctrinated. The Reapers sent them against me. Year after year, battle after battle, I was hunted by my own people. Every encounter, a reminder of my failure as a soldier.
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
Until the Battle of the Cronian Nebula. I had only my knife left. I cornered my men and slit their throats one by one. I watched them bleed to death to be certain.
That must have been...
It was the day I understood. War is atrocity committed in the name of survival. It is a lesson I wish I had never learned.
Okay, toughest mission.
Horizon.
No fair, I hadn't joined up with you yet.
Fine, the Dead Reaper then.
Really? The husks just ran up to us.
Have you ever noticed that I carry a sniper rifle? You're the one who likes things at short range.
And you prefer to keep everything at a distance.
Exactly.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Creepiest thing we fought.
The Thorian. But wait, what did you mean?
I didn't mean anything.
No, there's no dual meaning there.
Rachni.
Queen, but we didn't fight her either time.
No, the little ones. They look like spiders and they scuttle right toward you.
I thought you liked it when things got up close and personal.
I guess it depends on who it is. That mining facility. All those people, indoctrinated, losing 10 years. I can't even imagine what that's like. How many other people out there?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a bit different for Shepard because if things were fast forward 2 years, but I don't know that it has necessarily impacted his lifespan. Whereas with the miners, it's just 10 years deducted from their, not only that things have progressed, but deducted from their total lifespan, because they're just 10 years older now, I assume. So, yeah. Just interesting to think about all that kind of stuff.
Information on private messages terminal.
Okay. Yada yada yada, yada yada yada. Are you surveilling yourself?
My sources told me the production numbers were wrong at that mining facility. I assumed they were just smuggling red sand. I never took the time to look closer. Too much intel. Too many places for secrets to hide. I'm going to have to start sleeping less.
Does Garrus want to talk? Probably not.
Shepard, never a dull moment when the Normandy's on tour, is there?
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
You hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both?
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
Yeah, sometimes you're just in a position where there are really no good options. Where you just sort of have to commit to a direction, and that's really the best you can do, even if it does have horrible consequences. But doing nothing is sometimes just worse down the line. Doing nothing in itself is a choice, and it's usually not a position you want to be in.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me, everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done?
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
I think in our position the alternative is probably that everyone dies. So it's, I mean, I wouldn't really look at it as 10 billion people dying as much as it is for not 30 billion people dying, I suppose.
If all life in the galaxy vanishes because we hesitate, what choice do we have?
This is going to be a rough war.
And say it wasn't going to take its toll. Even when you make the best decision, a decision like that is... I mean, I think it would fuck with most people's minds. To some degree. Okay, let's go to the place. Sold the elusive man space. That's not what I want to do right now. Scan the dig site. And where? Okay, the dig site's over here.
Signal confirmed.
Fuel. Okay. Just gonna pick this up. And before we do anything else, I just want to check what's the time. Yeah,
Commander, Admiral Hackett is available in the war room on VidCom.
he usually is. Looking at the time, it's probably best to end it here and then do it next time. I think I'll be able to get the 2 final missions of the DLC done there. But anyway, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, whatever else YouTube wants you to do, and as always, take care.